Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into a topic that isn't just, buzzworthy, but is genuinely reshaping our professional lives. I'm talking about artificial intelligence.
That's right. And we've gathered some really fascinating material for you. We've got insights from a great conversation with AI expert Alicia, and also a super detailed breakdown from Vavav Cicinity, which he shared over.
Yeah, really great mix.
So our mission today really is to cut through all the hype. We want to get down to the practical realities of AI's impact.
No.
We're going to explore how AI is actually changing jobs, not just, the narrative about replacing them. And more importantly, show you how you can leverage this huge wave.
Right, whether you're just starting out or maybe looking to move up, or even if you're running your own small business. So what does all this AI stuff mean for your career, for your skills, how you even think about work? Okay, let's unpack this. So when we talk about AI, the first thing to grasp is just the sheer scale of it. It's massive. It's not just some small ripple, right? It feels like a fundamental shift.
It absolutely is. And that's really the core idea, something AI expert Alicia emphasizes too. AI isn't taking jobs in the way people fear. It's profoundly changing them.
Changing them, okay.
Yeah, the very nature of work itself is shifting. You could call it an evolution, maybe?
Yeah.
Not an eradication.
The evolution, yeah, that makes sense. And we're already seeing these completely new roles pop up, things that didn't even exist a couple of years back.
Oh, definitely. Think about prompt engineers, AI trainers, people specializing in specific AI tools. These jobs are a direct result of how fast AI is developing.
Prompt engineers, that one always fascinates me.
It's a skill in itself. And, this creates huge opportunities, especially in places with big dynamic workforces. But there's a catch. The challenge is that, traditional education systems often struggle to keep up. Our sources point this out. A lot of curriculums are still very theory heavy.
Right, lots of theory, but not much real world application.
Exactly. Not enough focus on the practical tools like the big language models or image generators that people are actually using now.
Yeah, that really hits home. It highlights the need for more practical, maybe industry-led training, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because AI skills, they're not just for coders anymore.
Not at all. They're becoming essential everywhere. Marketing, writing, sales teams, you name it. It's becoming a kind of universal skill set.
Universal skill set. Okay.
And this leads to some, pretty stark realities. Vibhav Cistinity's analysis brings this up. He mentioned that placement rates for, say, engineering graduates in some fast-growing economies have actually dropped quite significantly.
Dropped. Why is that?
Well, it signals fewer traditional roles for young professionals, even mid-level ones. Partly it's economic factors, sure, but it's also because companies are seriously rethinking hiring now that AI is in the picture.
Okay, so they're pausing, maybe, unsure about what kind of roles they'll need.
Precisely. And the IT sector is maybe the most striking example of this transformation.
How so?
Well, you have AI agents, like Cursor, for instance, that are already writing code. And the thing is, they're doing it with arguably much better quality and 100 times the pace of many human engineers.
100 times the pace?
Yeah.
Wow. That's transformative.
It really is. In fact, the CEO of Anthropic made this prediction. He thinks a huge majority, maybe 90% of code could be written by AI by the end of this year.
90% this year.
Yeah, and almost all code written by AI very soon after that. It just fundamentally changes what programming even is.
So what does programming become then, if AI writes the code?
Well, what's really fascinating is the future of programming itself. We might be moving to a world where, plain English or really effective prompt engineering becomes the main way humans interact with the system.
So telling the AI what to build rather than building it line by line.
Exactly. And meanwhile, the AI itself might develop its own super efficient languages in the background, stuff we humans probably couldn't even read.
Wow. Okay. That really challenges the whole idea of coding.
It does. And this evolution means the software engineer role itself transforms. It becomes less about writing every single line of code.
And more about?
More about strategic oversight. Managing the AI agents, almost like a scientist directing research in a lab. Gartner actually put out a report saying 50% of engineers will need significant upskilling by 2028.
50%? That's a lot.
It is. And Mark Zuckerberg apparently shared a vision where at Meta, maybe only senior engineers will remain, mostly to manage the AI system.
Produce the senior engineers managing AI. Interesting. But AI's impact, it's not just coding, right? What about other roles? like graphic designers?
Good question. Our sources suggest something similar there. The more template-based routine design tasks, those will likely disappear, automated away.
Okay, the repetitive stuff.
Right, but the original thinkers, the creatives who can come up with genuinely stunning, maybe out-of-this-world concepts, they'll be in huge demand. They'll use AI as an incredibly powerful tool to amplify their creativity. They can make insane money.
So creativity and original thought become even more valuable.
Absolutely. And we see this ripple effect across other business functions too. Take pre-sales or sales.
Okay.
AI agents are already handling those initial lead qualification calls. VibeHave gave an example from Growth School using an agent called Jerry.
And what does Jerry do?
Well, it drastically cuts down the time it takes to connect with the lead, from, say, 45 minutes or even a couple of hours down to exactly 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That allows for massive scaling, surely.
Significant scaling, yeah, without needing to scale the human team proportionally.
And customer support, too, I imagine.
For sure. AI agents can handle things like post-session feedback, common questions, freeing up the human team to deal with the more complex, nuanced customer issues.
Makes sense.
Like
What about marketing?
outreach. Oh, that's another big one. VibeHave described this agent's form process. Basically, AI monitors, news sources say, for company funding rounds. Then it researches the company, finds the founders on LinkedIn, drafts personalized cold email.
Personalized emails, automatically.
Yep, and manages follow-ups too. It essentially automates the entire SDR, the sales development rep or outreach process. You could run hundreds of these agents at once for maybe just $100 a month.
Wow, that's a complete game changer for outreach, a real force multiplier.
Definitely, for businesses of pretty much any size.
Okay, so hearing all this,
Yeah.
it might trigger, a bit of what some people call skill paranoia, that feeling that your skills are getting outdated super fast.
Yeah, that's a real feeling. It's understandable. But there is a solution, or at least a way to navigate it.
Which is?
It's about becoming an AI generalist.
An AI generalist. What does that mean exactly?
It's someone who can use AI to solve a whole range of problems, whether it's marketing or product development, or even helping out with code. They know how to leverage AI across different areas.
So not just specializing in one tiny AI niche, but understanding how to apply it broadly.
Precisely. And this actually flips the traditional team structure. Instead of, say, 80% specialists and 20% generalists, it might become the other way around.
Interesting. More generalists who know how to wield AI. Okay, so how do you become this AI generalist? Is there a roadmap?
There is. Alicia laid out a kind of progression, and VibeHub added some great detail. We can walk you through it. Think of it like a ladder.
Okay, a ladder, let's climb it. What's step 1 or maybe step 0?
Right, level 0 is just explore, play around with the tools, open up ChatGPT, Gemini, Midjourney, whatever, just get a feel for it.
No pressure, just tinker.
Exactly. You can use websites like thereasoninforthat.com to find tools for specific things you do every day. The goal here is just building that fundamental understanding of what AI can actually do.
Okay, explore. Got it, then.
Then you move to level 1. This is where you need to understand a bit about how these models work, the basics of LLMs, large language models, and crucially, master prompting.
Prompt engineering again.
It's key. Learning the method to the madness, how to ask the AI questions effectively. You can explore different models, see how they respond differently. Use the online playgrounds that companies like OpenAI or Google offer.
What are those playgrounds that you do?
They let you tweak settings, understand customizable features, learn about concepts like ORAGs, retrieval augmented generation, which helps AI pull in specific current information.
Okay, so understand the basics. Master prompting. What's next? Level 2? Or did we skip one?
The numbering might vary slightly depending on the source, but let's call the next big step level 3, moving beyond just text.
Beyond text, meaning images, video.
Exactly. Understanding diffusion models for generating images, tools like Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, Comfy UI, and learning about tools that convert images to video, like Runway ML or LumaLab's Dream Machine.
Right, because problems aren't always solved with just words. You need visual solutions too.
Precisely. An AI generalist needs that versatility.
Okay, so explore, understand and prompt, then go beyond text. What's level 4?
Level 4 is where it gets really hands-on. Build products using AI. And often you can do this with no code required.
No code. Yeah.
Well, tools like Cursor or Windsurf, which we mentioned earlier for coding, can actually help you build products, or at least MVPs, minimum viable products, without writing code yourself. We're even seeing product managers shipping half the code themselves now using these tools.
That's amazing. Product managers coding, essentially.
Kind of. Now, sure, some current tools might be using slightly older AI models, but things are advancing incredibly fast. We're seeing new models like Llama 4 with massive context windows, like 10 million tokens.
Context window.
Yeah.
That's how much information the AI can remember or process at once, right?
Exactly. We're heading towards almost unlimited context windows, meaning AI could understand an entire code base or all your business logic.
Wow. So the advice here is, don't wait.
Definitely. Alicia's advice was clear. Don't wait for a course or a degree, especially if you're young, maybe struggling with placements. Building even 5 small tools for someone, that's proof of work.
Proof of work. That's more valuable than a degree from somewhere the professors don't even know ChatGPT.
In many cases, yes. It shows you can do things with AI.
Okay, powerful advice. What's the final level? Level 5.
Level 5 is about AI agents and automation. This is really looking at the future of teams, which might be, say, 20% humans and 80% AI agents.
80% AI agents. Wow.
It's a projection, but the point is you need to learn how to build and manage these agents to automate tasks effectively.
And how do you build them? More no-code tools.
Yes, often using tools like Make.com, N8N, Zapier, or Relevance AI. Imagine having an executive assistant AI.
Okay.
It checks your calendar, maybe attends meetings for you, and gives you summaries.
Attends meetings? Seriously?
Yeah, provides summaries, answers queries like what issues keep coming up that we haven't solved yet. It could write emails, execute tasks through APIs, do research, all autonomously.
Like having a superpowered assistant working 24/7.
Pretty much. That's the potential of level 5.
Okay, that latter, explore, prompt, beyond text, build, automate. That's a really clear roadmap.
Yeah.
Now, what about small business owners or people thinking about going solo? How does AI help them right now?
Great question. AI offers some really immediate practical applications. Think about a small local shop like a Kirana store.
Right.
You could use ChatGPT or even the AI built into WhatsApp now to write marketing messages for promotions like, hey, Alfonso Mango's just arrived, and generate a quick image to go with it.
Simple but effective. What else?
Or managing those old paper ledgers, the Kata books, you could just take photos, upload them to ChatGPT or a similar tool, and ask it to create an organized digital table.
Digitizing records just with a photo.
Yeah. And down the line, you could maybe even use voice input with a custom GPT to update those ledgers. Add 50 rupees credit for Mr. Sharma.
That makes admin so much easier. And for solopreneurs.
Yeah.
People wanting to start their own thing.
Well, here's a fascinating idea that came up. Because AI can automate so much, building, say, 10 small businesses, each doing $1 million, might actually be easier now than building one single business aiming for 10 million.
Easier to build multiple smaller ventures because AI handles the grunt work.
Exactly. It lowers the barrier to entry and managing operations. VibeHave actually outlined 3 specific business ideas for solopreneurs.
Oh yeah, let's hear 'em.
First, an automation agency, basically helping small to medium companies implement these AI solutions we've been talking about, using tools like Make, Zapier, N8N, Relevance AI, Lindy, Crew AI.
Why is that a big opportunity?
Because most of these companies don't have the in-house AI expertise. They need help navigating all this, so huge opportunity there.
Okay, automation agency, what's number 2?
Second, he called it a vibe coding studio.
Vibe coding.
Yeah, it means building personalized AI solutions for individuals or small businesses, but without writing traditional code. Maybe creating a custom habit tracker app for someone.
She'll like super custom small software using no-code AI tools.
Exactly. Stuff you could potentially build in, say, 5 hours and charge a decent amount for maybe 2-3 lakhs rupees, depending on the complexity and value.
Interesting. Custom solutions without the traditional dev cost. And the third idea.
Third, and this one might need a small team, not strictly solo, is service as a software, or SaaS.
Okay, building a software product. Like what?
For example, building AI voice agents specifically for customer support, using platforms like WAPI, perhaps.
How does that help a business?
Well, think about traditional call center costs. In India, maybe Airtel charges 15 euros per minute for a call center line. An AI agent could handle many calls for far less. It lets smaller companies offer really sophisticated 24/7 support.
But what if the AI can't handle a query?
That's the key. You design it so human agents only step in for the really complex edge cases that the AI can't resolve. It optimizes human resources.
Got it. So automation agency, vibe coding studio, AI, SaaS, lots of options. And it ties into that idea of finding a niche, right?
Absolutely. The odds of becoming, the next huge global creator are tiny, like maybe 1,000 people out of 1.4 billion in India making a crore a year from content.
Slim odds.
Very slim. But the odds are much, much higher if you build a very specific micro-niche product or service, something that serves, say, 800 people who are happy to pay you $1,000 a month.
Right, finding that dedicated smaller audience and serving them really well with AI's help.
That's a much more attainable and potentially a very profitable path with AI as your co-pilot.
Okay, now here's where it gets really wild, especially for anyone creating content. Vaibhav Sasanati. He shared his personal AI system.
Oh yeah, this was incredible. He apparently used it to get something like 200 million views in 3 months.
200 million views. How much effort did he say it took?
Just 10 minutes a day of his own effort.
10 minutes. Okay, how does this system even work?
It starts with idea generation. He uses Feedly to scrape the internet for news based on his keywords. Then, using make.com, that news goes to a ChatGPT API. This AI has been fed data on all his past successful content. It rates the potential of the new topic. If it scores above 7 out of 10, it pings him on Slack.
So the AI filters ideas based on past success. Smart. What about scripting?
For scripting, the AI researches the topic, maybe using something like the Perplexity API, and writes scripts. Not just one script, but scripts from 3 different angles, each with 5 different hooks.
Mimicking his style.
Exactly, mimicking the style of his past viral hits.
Okay, so he gets a menu of potential scripts. Then
the human step, he selects the hooks he likes best. And for production, AI clones take over.
AI clones?
Yeah, video clones using diffusion models, audio clones using tools like 11 Labs or Smallest AI. They create the full video based on the chosen script and hooks.
So he doesn't even have to film it himself?
Apparently not for this system. And the final step is testing.
Testing how?
The AI-generated videos get posted on like 5 or 6 dummy profiles first. They check the initial metrics, 3-second views, retention, view to share rate.
To see if it has potential before the main launch.
Yeah. Exactly. Only the ones that perform well in testing get released officially. It's a full AI-native content factory.
That is mind-blowing. 10 minutes a day for 200 million views.
It shows the power of automating the creative process when you systemize it like that. But AI isn't just for big content plays, it's also becoming an amazing personal assistant and learning tool.
Right. Beyond business applications. How so?
Vaibhav shared some brilliant personal hacks. For instance, prepping for a meeting or an interview.
Right.
He uses a custom GPT that he's trained to act like, say, an investor, and it will grill him with tough questions.
Like a practice session with AI.
Exactly. Or it can act like an interviewer for a specific job description. And if he gets an answer wrong, the AI tells him the better answer.
That's incredible prep. What else?
For real-time learning, maybe when tackling coding or some complex task, he uses tools like Google AI Studio with screen sharing. The AI can literally watch his screen and give him guidance live.
Like having an expert looking over your shoulder.
Kind of, yeah. And even for just consuming content like watching a YouTube video. There are tools now, like meetly.ai apparently, where you can upload the video link and just chat with the video.
Chat with the video? What does that mean?
You can ask it questions, give me a summary. What do they mean by notebook LLM? Explain that concept at the 5.15 mark. And it will answer, often with time-stamped references.
So you don't have to rewatch or scrub through, you just ask.
Exactly. It's a totally revolutionary way to learn and extract information quickly.
These personal hacks are almost as impressive as the business stuff. Okay, as we kind of start to wrap up here, it feels vital we talk about the mindset needed for all this.
Absolutely. Because the tools are one thing, but how you approach it is crucial. Alicia's core message really resonated across the sources we looked at.
And that message was?
Essentially, be curious. Don't wait for the perfect course or degree. Just start doing. Explore, fail, repeat the process, learn from it, and importantly, try to enjoy the journey.
Explore, fail, repeat, learn, enjoy.
I like that.
It also reinforces that idea that even with AI, original thinking is still king, right?
Totally. AI at its core mimics the data it's been fed. It doesn't truly innovate in the human sense. So that top tier of thinkers, the genuinely original minds, they will always thrive. AI becomes their super tool.
So it's about continuous learning, experimenting. Even if you're already experienced, you can't just rest on your laurels.
No way. You absolutely have to embrace it. See it as this powerful new co-pilot for whatever you do.
Wow, what an incredible deep dive that was. We really covered a lot how AI is genuinely evolving jobs, not just ending them, and how the right tools, but also the right mindset can empower pretty much anyone.
Yeah, we went through practical roadmaps, some really fascinating business opportunities, especially for smaller players, and even those cool personal AI hacks. But the key takeaway really has to be action.
Action. Because it's not some distant future thing.
Not at all. It's here. It's impacting careers, businesses, opportunities right now as we speak.
So, thinking about everything we discussed, what stands out most to you listening right now? How might you start exploring some of these AI tools? Or maybe apply one of the strategies to your own work, your own business?
It really feels like the world of AI is this open book, doesn't it? Hopefully this deep dive has given you a clearer path to, starting your own chapter in it.
Definitely.
And maybe it leaves us with a bigger question to think about. In a world where AI can automate so much, what are the truly unique human skills? The ones that will define success and maybe even fulfillment in the decade ahead.
That's a great question. What makes us uniquely human in the age of AI? Definitely something to mull over.
Yeah.
Well, until next time on The Deep Dive, keep exploring, keep learning, and definitely keep asking those big questions.